Oh man, I'm so happy to be playing Stellaris right now. So great. What? You thought I was gonna do midweek news? I ain't doing shit playing Stellaris right now. Okay, fine, I'll do midweek news. So the Vampire Bloodlines trademark has been filed by White Wolf. White Wolf being the company that was recently, I think last year, bought by Paradox Interactive, the same people who made Stellaris. I'm gonna keep bringing that up since I can't play it right now because I gotta do this shit. And they basically they're setting it up. It looks like the rumors are that they're going to make another Vampires Bloodlines game. What time period it will be set in, not really known. The other game that was based on this franchise was called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That was a very I won't say popular. It was a niche audience, but it was very popular among the people that played it. It didn't sell very well. At least when it first came out. It's done a lot better since it's been put on Steam and it's been remastered and all the other stuff. It's done a lot better in that respects. But Paradox Interactive is a great company, but they own White Wolf. It's one of their subsidiaries. So the fact that they're getting ready to hold on to this trademark means they're working on some project or getting ready to work on a project. What that is, we have no idea. But one would think that it would be for a game. So we'll have to check in with this. It will be something that people will keep an eye out on, and so we'll have to wait for more news to come out. Until now, this is pretty exciting. I liked Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I wouldn't mind playing an updated version of that game, especially if it was worked on by Paradox. So as we close in on this year's E3, EA has given their opinion about a possible PS4 or Xbox One upgrade. Either from using a Xbox One that has upgraded systems or PS4 that's a PS4 with upgraded systems, and just like looking at it as like not like a 4.5 like PS 4.5 or an Xbox One Plus. And EA's opinion of it, which I guess I don't know why we're asking EA. This would pretty much be anyone's opinion. Any big company, I should say. But their opinion is it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Upgrades for PS4 or Xbox One, using the same software. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Basically, the EA and other big companies like EA are massive enough and have projects all over the place that they don't have to worry about what system is being used. They got mobile, they got PC, they've got all sorts of things. So it doesn't really matter. And honestly, I really don't care about consoles all that much. The difference between PS3, PS4, or Xbox 360, Xbox One was slightly noticeable and not really worth my time, is how I felt. So at the same time, I don't really go all out on consoles. I know some people do. But I kind of agree with that. It's like irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything for publishing games or marketing games. It would matter for developing games because it matters about the software being used. But since any upgraded system would still use pretty much the same software, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. Pointless! And now on to the success of Stellaris on its day one sale. Paradox was able to sell 200,000 copies of Stellaris on day one. That number is expected to increase. And they have already seen a lot of hype and a lot of positive reviews for Stellaris. It's a really well-made game, and I have a playthrough already started on the channel, and I recommend watching that if you're interested in seeing what Stellaris has to offer. And it looks like a lot of fun. There's a lot of options with creating your civilization or your species, and if you're not really interested in all that customization, there are default ones that you can pick, and it's space. It's got a galaxy. You build a galactic nation. It's got everything you'd ever want in a Space 4X game. I would almost say it has everything you'd want in a 4X grand strategy game. Grand strategy being the genre that has made Paradox famous, or rather the genre that has been made famous by Paradox is what I should say. And it's kind of a mixture of those two. So instead of it being like a 4X, like your style civilization and having turns, Stellaris goes by ticks day by day. It's real time, but you can pause it, so you can plan your next move. It's a great medium between real-time strategy and turn-based strategy, and so grand strategy is what it's been called. And 4X, the 4X is exploration, expansion, extermination. I don't know. I'm making these up now. I have no idea what 4X means. It's basically the civilization games. And so Stellaris has already sold 200,000 copies since Monday. Probably doubled, maybe not doubled, but been an increase of sales since yesterday, and even more today. So that being said, Stellaris is one of the most successful games that Paradox has released. We'll have to see about actually full-on success, though, because Paradox does really well with their games having longevity, because both Crusader Kings 2 and Europa Universalis 4 have had DLCs, new DLCs that have completely changed the game, come out on a regular basis. For the last, for CK2, it was last 4 years. For EU4, it's been the last 2 years or something like that. And so it's really helped with sales, because not only every single time they release DLC, people buy the DLC, but then people get interested in buying the base game. And I know of people throughout my entire time playing CK2, they're just starting to play CK2. So if Stellaris is able to create that kind of environment for itself, then you've got a massive game that you can really sell to people. And I think it also will do better because it doesn't have it's not nearly as complex as some of the other previous Paradox games, but I think to its benefit, because then it allows people who may have been a little reluctant to play or to start a massive and learning curve, or a game that requires a massive learning curve, to get into this game. So we'll just have to wait and see how the numbers play out, but it's looking pretty good right now. We'll have to. I'm excited for Stellaris, as you can tell. And that was your midweek news. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, if you won't mind me, I'll just go back to playing Stellaris like I was doing before. You interrupted me because you wanted to know stuff. Don't you know it's not worth knowing things? You have a game to play. Play it. That's what my mind keeps screaming at me anyways. Anyways, I'll see you all next time.